Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a mostly cloudy Saturday here at the Lazy T. Got quite a bit going on that I need to catch you up on, and yeah, there's been some changes since you and I were last together. So let's get into it. First off, let's talk about the gable end here. I believe last time we talked, this was the trim and the fascia there. That was all up there. It may look different. Now it's actually stained. Okay, all the trim on these cabins is going to be stained this color, so it's just a typical kind of wood stain, outdoor, you know, that type of thing. Anyway, it's that's the way it's going to look. Okay, so you may notice as well something else that's going on up there. Let's see if I can cut. Let's stick down here to what we can actually see right away first. Secondly, fascia along each side, done and done. So this was a lot of kind of trial and error with board thickness and things like that, trying to get it to the point where when my soffit gets put in here, my wood for my soffit, it is hidden behind the fascia itself. So these boards are planed down to about 3/4 inch thickness. Okay, so they're pretty malleable. So I was able to kind of, you know, get them in place really exactly where I wanted to be. And yeah, it worked out great. Again, this is stained the color. We're going to keep it like that. So that's that. Also, so we come back here to the back end, cabin 3. We've got gable end trim and everything up and stained as well. Okay, and I'm sure you're noticing what else is going on up there, and then the south side here also, fascia up, looking great. The stain color we love, absolutely love. It's not too dark, it's not too light. It really has a very pretty finish to it. Okay, last thing that has been going on, well, all of the roof stuff used to be red. It's now that color, that underlayment there. So I've got the underlayment up. I ordered metal yesterday, so I'll be picking that up middle of next week. That being said, I was downtown the other day and I grabbed some strapping for the roof as well. Now these are 1x4s, so I don't have any 1x4s. Of course, these are 3/4 by 3.5, you know, actual size, so works out great. So we're going to put strapping up on the roof, and the metal is going to be attached to that strapping, and as well, you know, obviously through that into the OSB and all that stuff. So yeah, all that's on order and all that's ready to go. I am waiting to put the strapping up simply because some of the trim pieces, like the drip edge and the gable end trim, the stuff that goes up over here overlaps the side. I'm not quite sure the size of it, so I want to be sure that the strapping is put under where the screws are going to go in. So I'm kind of holding off on that until I get the metal, you know, which isn't a problem. Certainly plenty to do, but right now I'm holding off on putting that strapping up because I want to make sure the placement is just right. So we've come a long way since we've last talked. So plan for today, since like I said, I'm waiting for the metal here, I've got to do the same thing to cabin 1. I want to get it back, you know, obviously these two are like, you know, dueling banjos or something. Once one does something, the other's got to, you know, one up it. So I want to get cabin 1 to this point. So it's certainly plenty of work to do today and tomorrow here. Holiday weekend, so nobody's open on Monday. And, you know, yeah, we're going to try and get some work done. So And the reason I didn't film a lot of this was kind of trial and error. I was up and down the hill probably 50 times a day, you know, trying, you know, this and that and what looks better and the better wood thickness and kind of all that type of thing. So I didn't want to hassle with filming, you know, stopping, getting up and going and everything like that. So it's just kind of how things worked out. So I'm going to head down to cabin 1 today. I'm going to try and film as much of this process as I can today. So let's get into it. All right, guys, I'm back up here at the mill, and I'm working on the kind of that center piece that goes over the gable end there on the front and the back. There's only 2 of these per cabin, so pretty simple. This is 8 inches across, 4 inches high up to where this angle begins, and then that's just a simple 18.5 degrees down on each side. That matches the 412 roof pitch. So I'm going to cut these out now, and then I'm going to use this as a template to trace another couple of them. Now that I have this first one cut out, it looks pretty good. I cut this out with a jigsaw here, this straight line here and here, trying to set up my table saw for an angle with my miter gauge and everything. It's just not really that accurate. So I'll keep this as a template because I still have to make 2 more for cabin 5 eventually. So I'll keep this as a template. I've got some more wood here, so I'm going to transfer this outline onto these boards, and we'll cut some more out. Just like that. Well, guys, took a little bit, kind of hemming and hawing about some lumber that I was going to use, and you know, trying to salvage some of the other stuff that I had. So here's what I'm left with. I just took one of these piles down. That's going to be the back, and then this pile here is going to be the front. So I have 2 of the larger boards. These were 9-inch boards, the bottom ones, and then the upper ones, the outer ones, they're 3 3/4. And then, of course, there's that middle template piece you saw me make a little bit there. So, yeah, this is all ready to go. So we'll head down now and we'll start to put this stuff up. All right, guys, managed to get the front done here on cabin 1. Everything went off without a hitch. So I'm going to grab my little router now, and I'm going to get this overhang from this OSB that's the roof sheathing there. And then I'm going to use that router to cut the end off of these off of those smaller pieces there that are extending over the edge. So I shouldn't have any issue with that. So knock that out. That thing cuts an awesome line along there. It is really super smooth through here. There is a bit of, you can see some where the ball bearing and stuff kind of rubbed against it. This is all going to be covered by a gable rake that's going to go over this. So I'm not quite sure how much of this board is actually going to be showing. But, I mean, to get things lined up and everything, that is just fantastic. I'm super happy with that. All right, guys, just got done routing off that end piece right there. So the back side here, total pain in the ass. And I didn't show a lot of this to you. I'm up, you know, you can see now the overhang, that the roof sheathing is now all gone. All that was ripped off. But yeah, this was just, it's so high back here. I've got lumber stacked up underneath ladders and stuff. So I didn't show a lot of that to you just because, well, I don't know. I don't need OSHA showing up. So backside looking great. Rebecca's actually around the front right now, staining the posts, the front porch posts. So that's going on right now. So she's going to get up on the roof and she's going to stain the front and the back gable ends here before the night's over. So it's about just after 5 o'clock here. So things are rolling along just fine. So, but as far as the woodworking for the day, I think we're done with that. All right, guys, that's going to call it quits for the end of the day here. Very tedious work today. It really, it just took a while. One, to find the lumber that I wanted to use for it. You know, some that had some character, but not knots like falling out of it and things like that. So cutting it down to size and planing it, it all just kind of ate up day as the time goes by. And then, of course, you know, the roof pitch isn't perfect, so having to take little pieces off here and there. So it, you know, it just took a while. So that's kind of where we're going to leave it then for today. So tomorrow, fascia on both the south and north sides, the eave sides of cabin 1, and we should be able to get up on the roof tomorrow to put the underlayment down. And yeah, that's probably gonna take up most of the day tomorrow. So we'll see. Tomorrow's Sunday. I've been saying rain for the past week and a half, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. We're just going to play it by ear. We'll get up in the morning, look out the window. There's your weather. All right, guys, we're signing off. Take the time, hit that subscribe button. We close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. Hey, I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.